does Sacramento fall on the list?
I mean, I would love to play here. Very high pick, obviously, so that would be something I would be excited. And if you hear your name called at number 7, it would be a lot of fun. And I think I'd fit into the system very well. A lot of young guys, that can play up and down ball screen system. So I think I'd play and fit in very well, and open the floor, stretch the floor for him, hit shots, but also be able to penetrate and get guys open.
Looking forward to some of these workouts going up against some of the more prolific, like Brandon and Kimball, more prolific guards.
I haven't been able to go against any of those guys yet. Maybe I'll get the chance, maybe I won't. I would love it. I think it would be fun to be able to play against some of those guys who are the best, and I want to compete against the best guys. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and it is what it is. But I'm just looking forward to playing against whoever I am in front of, and hopefully going out and winning the battle. Thanks.
You're so close to beginning your dream, and yet there's a lockout or a work stoppage looming. How does that factor? What are your thoughts on that?
Not too many thoughts. I don't know much about it. I don't think many people do, but there could be. But I'm just looking forward to playing in the NBA. That's what I'm looking forward to. Whenever it is, whenever it starts, I'll be working hard all the way up until the point. And when I put on that uniform and get out there on the first time, I'll have a big smile on my face. So I'm looking forward to it.
Who have you modeled your game after, if anybody?
Being in Utah, I watch Darren Williams a lot. And I think I'm a similar size, really able to put it on the floor, get to the basket, but also shoot the three and play pick and roll pretty well. He has a great crossover, and that's something that I've tried to implement in my game. So I've really watched him and tried to model my game after him, and I figure if I can do that, I'll be all right because he's a great point guard in this league.
Is this the most media you've seen for one of your workouts?
It's pretty close. Every workout I go, there's a lot of media, and that's good. I'm glad that people are interested in me and what's going on. But obviously, it's great to have this type of following, and hopefully it continues to get bigger.
Overwhelming?
No, it's not been overwhelming. Maybe a little bit when it first happened back in the season because I wasn't quite used to it. But, I've done a pretty good job with it and just, have a time for media, have a time for basketball, time for, everything else. So you just got to separate them and it doesn't get too overwhelming.
Your first time in Sacramento?
First time in Sacramento. Never been here before. I was really surprised. I came in and it was really open. A lot of farmland coming in. So I didn't really expect that. But it's a nice place. We went downtown a little bit last night to get something to eat with the coaching staff and everything. So, it's a good place.
Jim, what kind of feedback from Coach Paul Westphal, and even Jeff Petrie today?
They thought I had a good workout. They think that I'm going to have a great NBA career. They think that, there's a place in this league for me to play for a long time. And that's very encouraging to hear from, guys like that, coaches and everybody in this league who know, how to play and have been in the league and have done all these different, things. So it's very, very encouraging to hear that. And now it's my job to go and continue to work hard and prove them right, hopefully.
Jim, are you getting a sense that some of those prolific guards, like we talked about, are kind of wanting to avoid you a little bit?
I don't know. Maybe. I think that if they are, their mindset is the only place they can go is down. They're very good players and they're rated very, very high. So really, that's a smart thing by them. And I don't know what the deal is, but they're out there doing workouts. They're working out for teams, and I'm sure they're doing great.
Kind of a sign of respect towards you, don't you think, a little bit?
Well, I hope so. I hope that's what it is. Obviously I'm a competitive guy, and when I get into the workouts, I'm going to play against whoever it is, and I'm sure they're doing the same thing.
You kind of have a cult following with all the fans and Jimmer and stuff. How do you think that's going to translate into the NBA game? Are you ready for that? The tons of people showing up at every game.
Well, I think some other guys in the NBA have bigger followings than I do, so hopefully it'll get to that level someday. But I know that people really enjoyed it this year. They had a great time, and hopefully I'll have a lot of fans wherever I go. I'm looking forward to that, and if I play well, I'll continue to gain more fans, especially in that area. So that's what I'm trying to do.
With the lockout looming, what would you do in the event of a lockout? Where would you go work out?
I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'm really just thinking about these workouts, and then once the draft hits, I'll know where I'll go, and then I'll think about it then.